Welcome to Iceland in September of 2022. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick from Oakland Travel, and we are on a 6-hour-long shore excursion from the Voyager of the Seas. The ship is docked in Akureyri, Iceland, which is not too far away from where we are. And this is one of the main attractions on the Jewels of the North shore excursion that we're on. And I can't even begin to pronounce the name, the Icelandic name, but you'll see it in the title of the vlog episode. We're doing two different episodes on this one because this is such a really cool area that kind of covering it a lot from the video footage perspective. So there's two different vlog episodes on this one. This is part one, and yeah, this was pretty neat. This one was tied with the waterfall we saw at the beginning of the Jewels of the North excursion for the coolest thing out there, right? Got the 360 camera going just to kind of give you an idea of the landscape here in Iceland. Beautiful country, has everything: lava, volcanoes, waterfalls, hot springs, a lot of geothermal activity. Just a really neat experience. This was a 14-night Arctic crossing cruise where Royal Caribbean was doing a repositioning of the Voyager of the Seas at the end of the cruise restart in 2022, where the ship had been operating over in the Mediterranean for the summer of 2022, doing cruises out of Copenhagen, Denmark. Since March of 2022, when they first started putting passengers back on after the pandemic. The ship was doing, cruises all through that summer over there. And then in September 2022, Royal Caribbean was going to reposition the Voyager back over to the United States. So this is the 14-night repositioning where they bring it back over to Boston. And after it got to Boston, it would do some cruises up in New England, kind of in the late fall of 2022, before eventually making its way back down into the Caribbean. So relatively predictable schedule for the ship. As a matter of fact, in 2023, I think they probably took the ship back over to Europe. I kind of lost track of it after this cruise, but it was a good chance for us to do a repositioning cruise. We'd never done one of those before. So we flew over to Copenhagen, Denmark, and then of course just flew back home to Orlando from Boston at the end of the cruise. So a long walk from where the bus is parked to get over here to the actual hot springs, or I don't even know what they call these things, but this was just such a really cool naturally occurring phenomenon, I guess is probably the best way to phrase it. And let me tell you, you'll hear in a second, you can actually hear the sound on some of these things where that hot sulfur gas is coming up through the ground. And if you get too close to one of these, you can feel the heat. So you obviously don't want to touch it, but it's a unique sensation.
That is worse than me.
That is horrid. Oh. With a full stomach too.
That's okay. Well, it's okay. There you go. That's good. Thank you.
It's almost like a desert, like she said, eh? Take a picture of Charlie in front of all of us. Turn around and get the hell of it back.